Part 4. My mother and Auntie Setsuko had already made up their minds. They said that we had to think about the people outside before we thought about ourselves, and that is what my parents had always told me. That I must think as if I were in someone else's place. If I were one of those children out there, what would I want someone to do for me? I said to my father, if we don't help them, won't they die? With the entire family in agreement, I could tell a huge weight was lifted off my father's shoulders. His voice was firm as he told us, I will start helping these people. Outside, the crowd went quiet as my father spoke, with Borislav translating. I will issue visas to each and every one of you to the last, so please wait patiently. The crowd stood frozen for a second. Then the refugees burst into cheers. Grown-ups embraced each other, and some reached to the sky. Fathers and mothers hugged their children. I was especially glad for the children. My father opened the garage door, and the crowd tried to rush in. To keep order, Borislav handed out cards with numbers. My father wrote out each visa by hand. After he finished each one, he looked into the eyes of the person receiving the visa and said, "Good luck." Refugees camped out at our favorite park, waiting to see my father. I was finally able to go outside. Chiaki and I played with the other children in our toy car. They pushed us and we rode, and they rode as we pushed. We chased each other around the big trees. We did not speak the same language, but that didn't stop us. For about a month, there was always a line leading to the garage. Every day, from early in the morning until late at night, my father tried to write 300 visas. He watered down the ink to make it last. Guji and a young Jewish man helped out by stamping my father's name on the visas. My mother offered to help write the visas, but my father insisted he be the only one, so no one else could get in trouble. So my mother watched the crowd and told my father how many were still in line. One day, my father pressed down so hard on his fountain pen that the tip broke off. During that month, I only saw him late at night. His eyes were always red and he could hardly talk. While he slept, my mother massaged his arm, was stiff and cramped from writing all day. Soon, my father grew so tired he wanted to quit writing the visas, but my mother encouraged him to continue. Many people are still waiting, she said. Let's issue some more visas and save as many lives as we can. While the Germans approached from the west, the Soviets came from the east.